Hey guys, Sergeant Bicky's here, and today we're looking at the F1 2012 demo. It's got a load of new features apparently, so I'm going to play it and have a look and see.
Welcome to Formula 1 2012.
Well, thank you very much. Right, so the first thing it asks you to do is put in your first name. So we're going to go with my name, which is Rich. There we go. And my surname, we'll just put T in. My real name's a little bit long. Never normally fits. So now it's asking me where I'm from, so just checking. Yep, definitely means continent. So Europe it is. And United Kingdom. Right, now I have to select my difficulty, so look, I'm going to go with, I'm pretty confident, but I'm expecting some competition. I haven't played this for a while, so. Right, so this is the Young Driver Challenge. And I have to pick a team here, but the only one available in the demo is McLaren. So just while we're loading, this is all the different game modes. There's co-op, season challenge, quick race, custom, career mode, my F1, split screen. Finally, they've put a split screen feature in. I know that's been one of the most requested features they've had. So the first circuit, on the demo, is the Yas Marina at Abu Dhabi, and we're just going to hear some voice now.
The location for this year's Young Driver Test. Over the next 2 days, we'll go behind the scenes as we watch the teams put the next generation of potential Formula 1 drivers through a series of tests to uncover the next superstar. Ask any of the team principals whether outright speed is the sole requirement, and they'll tell you that consistency, feedback and attitude are equally important. Still, a few record times wouldn't hurt a driver's chances of securing a seat for next season. And right on cue, the first engine of the day has fired into life right below my commentary box. So I think we'll soon see a car out on track.
Hey, good to see you again. As your race engineer, it's my job to support you this weekend. When you're out on track, we'll remain in contact via radio. I'll feed you information as and when you need it. As discussed in the team briefing, we're not looking for outright speed to begin with, so just take your time. Follow my instructions and you'll do great. I'll just check the lads are ready. We'll attach comms when you're in the car. Okay, let's get you strapped in.
What a nice chap. Right then, let's get in the car and see what's what.
Okay, let's run through the basic controls and ensure the guys have set the car correctly so that you're comfortable. First, let's check that the accelerator and brake pedals are a good fit. Great, let's check the steering lock next. Move the wheel from left to right for me. Next up are the gears. The box is either manual or automatic, but you can override the auto at any time by using the gear up and down controls. Pull the right paddle to go up a gear and the left paddle to come down. Okay, everything looks good. We're going to do a simple straight line aero run first. Let me know when you're ready to head out.
Right, so after we've been told how to drive the car, we can now talk to my engineer, and we'll go Young Driver Test Select. And the first test is a straight line test after the car introduction. So let's press that. Right, so now we're on circuit. Oh, here we go, and it's got to drag up to 160 miles an hour here. And over 160 miles an hour. And then just at the end of the straight there was a nice big red braking zone. So perhaps about the 200 mark, start braking to stop nicely in the middle there. And job done. There we go, passed, 2 out of 2. Right, back to the next one, Racing 101 video. So I'm going to shut up and let you watch that in a minute. Right, here we go.
Modern Formula 1 cars have around 750 brake horsepower being sent to the rear wheels. The delivery can be very violent, so you must be careful to be smooth and precise with all your inputs so that you don't unsettle the car and cause a spin. At speed, the car's aerodynamics generate a lot of downforce, forcing the car to the track. To work efficiently with downforce, you should put a lot of force into the brake pedal initially, slowly reducing the pressure as they turn in for the corner, as you'll have less grip at this stage and be asking the tyres to work harder. When navigating a corner, stay as wide as possible before sweeping in to clip the corner's apex, taking as straight a line as possible. This allows you to get on the accelerator earlier and straighten up the car on the exit of the corner, slowly increasing the pressure on the accelerator as you exit the corner until you're confident the rear wheels will no longer spin, at which point you can use full power.
There you go. So if you weren't familiar with the Formula 1 driving strategies, you are now. So the next test is a hairpin test, so select that, and again I think he's going to walk us through it.
For this test, we need you to accelerate towards the hairpin corner, turn in at the correct point, hit the apex, and accelerate past 185 miles per hour out of the corner. We need you to stop in the designated area at the end of the straight to complete the test. Replay button and use the controls to rewind time. To restart the action before
Words can't describe how much that just shit me up when that happened. So yeah, this is just like a little feature in the demo that allows people to get used to the rewind function. But it's also a new feature that your tyre can just randomly pop at any time. I think previously in F1 2011, to have a tyre pop or a puncture, you'd have to hit the barriers with some force and normally lose your front wing as well. So that's a nice little feature there. Adds a bit more random crashes and things, makes it a bit more realistic, which is nice to see. So yeah, I was just trying to see if you could rewind back to the point where the tyre explodes, see if there's much difference. Doesn't look to be a great deal of difference in the actual graphic of the tyre, but still it's a nice feature. So we're going to flash back here and finish the test.
We got some good data. Your line and corner speeds are good.
So yeah, unfortunately I missed one. I think it was the 1 point turning in. I think I turned in a bit early. But never mind, so the next test on the list is a baseline performance test. So we're going to get out of the garage, and again he's probably going to explain what this is about.
Okay, time to try stringing together a couple of corners. Turn in so you hit the corner's apex and get on the gas early as you exit. It'll be against the clock this time, so we've turned the engine up to normal. We need you to stop in the designated area at the end of the straight to complete the test.
So this should be fun. I actually get to do a bit of proper driving for once. So we're going to accelerate down, brake, turn in, hit the apex, do the same again. And then brake hard, turn in, accelerate to the outside edge. Accelerate away, job done. Now all I've got to do is stop in the braking zone at the end and see what time I can get. Target time's 35.5 seconds, I believe. So we'll see what I can do in. So yeah, we brake about the 200 point there. And there we go, what's that, 32.4, not bad. So we've passed that test as well. I think we're going to get a little video now, so I'll shut up.
KERS delivers an additional 80 brake horsepower to the rear wheels at the press of a button. It can be used in short bursts or all at once for around 7 seconds per lap. KERS can be used at any time in any session and can be used for overtaking or defending. Deploying KERS in the low gears gives the best return and can pay off greatly when used at the start. The KERS charge will automatically refill every lap, but the KERS system can at times develop faults. However, these can be fixed while the driver is still out on track. DRS adjusts the angle of the rear wing, which reduces drag and gives around 10 to 12 km per hour extra top speed. It can only be used in defined activation points during the race when you're within 1 second of the car in front. It can be used whenever the driver wants in practice or qualifying, but only when dry tyres are fitted.
So there you go, if you're unfamiliar with KERS or DRS, there's a nice little video explaining them there. So yeah, that's good. It's also good to see that there's going to be some inconsistency in your cars, that KERS can fail and possibly DRS fails as well, which is nice to see again. Spices it up a bit when you're just racing. Makes it a little less repetitive if you've got to wind down your KERS. A lot more realistic. So the next part of the demo is Season Challenge, which is again a new game mode they've introduced. And basically, you have to pick a difficulty. There's 10 races in a season. You pick a rival from a list. If you beat that rival, you get to drive for that team in the next race. I think you basically have to work your way up to like McLaren or Red Bull, Ferrari, and basically just so you can win the championship. So I can't remember what difficulty set, medium. I don't really know what their racecraft's going to be like. Don't know how good they're going to be. So I'm going to go with Perez. He had a pretty good race at the weekend in Monza, which is where I believe the demo track is. So we'll go with Perez and see if I can beat him in a race. So again, if you're unfamiliar with Formula 1, qualifying is first. Well, obviously there's 3 practice sessions, which I think you will be able to take part in the full game, but not in the demo. So we're going straight into qualifying here, and there's a little bit of like newspaper clipping type thing there for you to read if you're bothered. So yeah, it's just explaining who my rival is basically and who I'm driving for. It's nice there to see a shot of Frank Williams, owner of the Williams team, and again a little bit more information about the game mode. So here we are, Monza. Very fast track, should be quite a good one. Showing the podium there, that fills me with hope that we'll actually get to see the podium. That's a thing that wasn't in F1 2011. There's never any podium celebrations, just shows him celebrating out the car. So I've set the car up a bit faster, high top speed and acceleration, a bit less downforce, so the cornering's not as good, but it's Monza, fast circuit. So the demo starts, it's just putting you straight onto your flying lap. You get 1 attempt at this lap. So here we go. Tying down the main straight now. On the brakes a bit early because it's a very tight little S-bend here. Made it around reasonably well. I believe on the difficulty I've chosen traction controls either on medium or off, as the back end just tend to step out if I get on the acceleration a bit quickly. So I'm going to shut up now, let you listen to a bit of the car noise. I might commentate a bit soon. So as you can see, I'm flying down here, used a bit of KERS. DRS is open, as on qualifying you can use the DRS at any point. So brake, turn in, cut the corner a little bit there. It's my first lap, so you know, a bit wobbly there. Back end started to step out. So coming up to the last corner now, step on the brakes very lightly as it's a fast corner, sweep round. Activate the DRS when you start to straighten up a bit, otherwise the back end will spin. And across the line, quite a lot fast, 2.2 seconds ahead of Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, I think I picked a too low difficulty really, should have been a bit more confident in my abilities. Never mind. So just got a bit of a loading screen, and then we're going to get a celebration. One thing that used to annoy me about Formula 1 2011 is that all the celebrations were pretty much the same. So I'm kind of hoping that in this game they do vary them a little bit. as I'm pretty sure when a driver gets out of the car, they don't celebrate in exactly the same way every time. Apart from Vettel, who just sticks his finger up, and he's a knob. So anyway, while the loading screen's on, you got some statistics, and again showing a bit of the Monza circuit. That first couple of corners, very scary on the rundown. It's a long way down off the straight. So there was my rival, beat Sergio Perez. I think he's starting in like 12th, 14th, something like that. I don't really think I have to worry about him too much. So we're on the option tyre. Just talk to my engineer and go to track.
Ready.
First race of the season, and it's time for the rivals to see who can get the early advantage.
So here we go, gears are on automatic, so I don't need to worry about anything. Just hold the trigger down, and here we go. And we're off. Wait for the wheels to stop spinning, burn some curves. Hamilton's closing in. Keep glancing sideways, which maybe run to the grass there. Hamilton's ahead now. We outbrake him into the first corner. Oh, I've overrun the corner. Just about brought it back on. See if we can get around him now. Going around the outside, I think we've got him. No more curves left to deploy. Yep, moves made. That's it now. Should just accelerate off into the distance. The difficulty is obviously not that hard if I can just cruise around Hamilton like that. So, here we go then. Not really much more to say, just have a look at the scenery. Just cruise around. So I think the car models are a lot better in this game. In a couple of laps, I have actually recorded the same track, same car, but on F1 2011, and I will be doing a comparison lap, so you can see for yourselves the difference in graphics and gameplay, and basically how the car looks this season as well. That's about lap 3, I think. So I might just fast forward up till then, because nothing much really happens. So just fast forward through now. That's like there, 130, that's not too bad. See if we can improve on that now. One other thing I've noticed on this is when you get a tyre on the grass, it takes a lot longer for that grass and the dirt to wear off. So I believe tyre wear has become a bit more realistic as well. Also, if you didn't know, if you see a purple bar lighting up, that means you've set the fastest lap out of anyone. Green is your fastest lap. There you go, purple fastest lap. If you press left on the D-pad, you can choose what tyres you want to come in and pit on. But as the race is only 5 laps in the demo, you can't pit for for different tyres. But you can adjust your brake balance to give yourself like better rear braking, stability, that sort of thing. So as you can have slowed back down now, as we're about to come around to compare the lap times and the gameplay really. So here we go. On the left we've got the new game F1 2012, and on the right we've got F1 2011. So here we go, breaking down at the first corner. I tried to time it as best as I could to get them the same, but I do think I set a faster lap on F1 2011 as I'm more familiar with it. The driving controls do seem to be a lot more twitchy on F1 2012. I don't know if this is just because I'm not used to it, but I seem to be able to get a much smoother drive on F1 2011. It is just a demo though, bearing in mind, so it doesn't represent the final quality hopefully. So as you can see, the scenery is all pretty much similar with the exception of a few barrier changes, sponsors, things like that. The track is pretty much identical, a few trees different here and there probably, nothing to worry about. The cars does look a lot prettier, a lot shinier in the new 2012. If you're wondering why I'm using the guidelines on 2012, it's just because of the difficulty I picked in 2011, and again, just it happens to be the difficulty I picked. So as you can see, I'm ahead here on 2011 by quite some way. run into the first corner, deploying curves. There, obviously no use of DRS as it is a race. There we go, I'm back to the F1 2012 just for the final lap now, so I'm just going to let you listen to it.
Seconds between you and the car behind.
'So I'm pretty sure I've never seen Lewis Hamilton celebrate that, coming second. So pretty unrealistic game from Honours. Plus, well, I was going to say Williams winning is pretty unrealistic, but Maldonado did get a race win at the start of this season. So there you go. Again, celebrations not much different to the qualifying really. So there we go. That is the demo. There you go. Mulling over contract offer. So that's just basically, you know, I can drive for Sauber in the next race now, or I can opt to stay with Williams, I assume. Find out more in the full game. So there we go. Finish the demo. As you can see there, the retail version is available in Europe on the 20th and 21st of September, and in America on the 18th of September. So thank you for watching. I've been Sergeant Bickies, and this has been the F1 2012 demo with a little bit of a comparison to 2011. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. Ciao.